time I catch myself just having random thoughts about the paranormal, obviously. But I find that I feel like I have to get them out. You know what I'm saying? So occasionally I'll make a TikTok video. Occasionally I'll just use my voice recorder because I'm in the car or something like that. These little random thoughts that I have don't necessarily warrant their own video, at least not right now. So I thought, instead of trying to make a whole bunch of really short videos, I would take these random thoughts and put them together into one video and just sort of put them out there. So if you guys like this format, let me know. This isn't something I'm going to do on a regular basis, probably not even once a month, because the stuff that I have in this video has been recorded over the course of multiple months. So, like I said, if you guys happen to like this, let me know, and I will continue doing that. When I have these little random thoughts, I will just post them up. Occasionally, some of these may, at some point in time, turn into a larger video. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with that, but again, let me know if you enjoy this. Let me know in the comments. But for now, let's get on with the video. Enjoy my little paranormal brain farts, if you will. You know what irritates me about watching paranormal investigations? I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's watching these teams go to a place and get their hearts set on a particular spirit, and then when they go there, they allegedly contact other spirits, and all they do is ask about the one that they had their heart set on. Can you find this person? Can you tell us about them? Are they still here? And yada, 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 yada. If you have allegedly made contact with a ghost, in theory, that was a real person at some point. That was somebody who had a story. That is somebody who is trying to communicate with you. Why would you blow them off like that? Why would you insult them that way? It's sort of like if you go someplace and somebody sees you and they know that you know somebody else and all they do is ask you about that other person. How would that make you feel? It would make you feel like shit, wouldn't it? Maybe don't do that when you're on ghost investigations. I mean, it's just a thought. Maybe have a little bit of respect. It's part of the whole having respect thing. You're gonna get more from your investigations if you're actually respectful. So if you don't get the spirit that you had your heart set on, which the odds of actually doing that are very, very low, if you are allegedly making contact with somebody, talk to them. Focus on them. Get their story. Because they're actually trying to communicate with you. They actually want to speak with you. So speak with them. And not about the person that you had your mindset on. Imagine that. So one of the issues that I have with the SB7 Spirit Box, I know I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it, and it's the truth. And I talked about it years ago. But when somebody uses an SB7 Spirit Box in a YouTube video, what ends up happening is they put the text on the screen of what they think they heard come out of the box. But there's an issue with the fact that basically whatever it is that they write on the screen, you can hear it because it was suggested to you. And like I said, I talked about this years ago, but here's the problem. I know a lot of people are talking about it lately, and they're trying to fix it and things like that. But when I was posting videos of my my investigations, I was in fact using an SB7 Spirit Box. And what I had done was I thought, you know what? I'm going to combat that issue by not putting the text on the screen. So I did. I had originally, when I first started the channel and I was using the SB7, I put the text on the screen, but I thought about it and I was like, I'm suggesting this to them. This is what I hear. And I'm making the suggestion to my audience. And of course they're going to hear it because I told them what they were supposed to hear. And once you have that suggestion, you hear it and you can't unhear it. It's a strange phenomenon, but it's a true phenomenon. So what I did was I quit doing that. I stopped putting the text, and I would make a gesture or something like that, or I would put an asterisk on the screen. I heard something here, yada, yada, but I didn't put any text on the screen. And I thought, this is a great way to see, is it just me? Am I hearing things? Did anybody else hear this? Because if I heard it and the rest of my audience heard it, that might be viable evidence. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you what the outcome of that was. The outcome of that was that my audience told me to start putting the text back on the screen. I'm not kidding. The people who were watching my videos told me to go back to putting the text on the screen. So it makes me wonder, of course, in an investigation, I'm there, I've got the spirit box, I'm editing the video later. I think I hear things coming from the spirit box. And the intention was to have it verified by the people that were hearing it, who were obviously not hearing what I was hearing. And there's a lot of arguments of, well, they're not editing the video. They're not listening to it through headphones. They weren't there when you did the investigation. I'm thinking what it's actually telling me is that there isn't actually anything coming through. I don't know if it's your mind playing a trick on you so that you hear something that wasn't there. I don't know if it's you're picking something up because the SB7 cycles through radio stations. So are you just picking up random crap that's coming out of the radio station? I guess it depends on how fast you've got it set to cycle. But if I can hear it in editing and I can hear it when I'm there, or one or the other, but my audience can't, and they're requesting for me to go ahead and put the words back on the screen, one, it tells me that my audience wasn't looking for the same thing that I was. And two, it tells me that maybe the SB7 Spirit Box isn't as fantastic as we would like it to be. Just a random thought. Yes, I know I'll get some hate for this, but it is what it is. Okay, so when you see an app that has something on it that says for entertainment purposes only, the whole point behind the for entertainment purposes only statement is so that people don't sue them. The reason that something like that is important is because unfortunately you're going to have people that are going to purchase the app. They're going to be led to believe that it can do certain things, whether it's by the app creator, or it's by what they've seen, or what their own brain interprets this thing to be able to do. They're going to go out, if they don't get proof of the paranormal through this app, they're going to sue the creator. We know this because, especially in the United States, this is a litigious society. We like to sue for everything. So you're going to have people who are going to go through and they're going to find apps like, Spirit Talker and Necrophonic and things like that. And if they don't have something in there that says for entertainment purposes only, they're going to go out. They're going to use the app. They're going to record themselves using the app. They're going to do it at locations that are known locations, or known haunted locations, or reportedly haunted locations, however you want to put this. They're going to go to cemeteries. They're going to go to houses that people say are haunted. They're going to go to where the hell ever. They're going to do ghost investigations with these things. And if they don't get like 100% proof, like every single one of their questions is answered dead on, they're probably going to attempt to sue the person who created the app. Whether they're successful or not is kind of irrelevant, because at this point, if you're the person who created the app, or you're the person who created the YouTube channel, or whatever the case may be, you're going to end up, whether you win the cases or not, you're going to end up spending a lot of time and money in litigation. Nobody freaking wants that. The whole for entertainment purposes only thing is a catch-all to prevent an endless supply of litigation. Because in all honesty, any of this paranormal equipment, any of these apps, all of this stuff, they're all going to say somewhere, maybe, whether it's in the ad for the sale, or it's in the ad for the app, or whatever, that they're for entertainment purposes only. Because you're not going to have just one person that's going to go out there and do that, and they're going to ask very specific questions and not get the answers to them and then try to sue them for it. It's not going to be just one person. It's going to be a lot of people who are going to do it. So when you're trying to disprove an app, or you're trying to disprove paranormal equipment. And I'm not saying any of the apps or any of the equipment work or don't work. But if you're trying to prove that they don't work, pointing out the fact that it says for entertainment purposes only in their advertisement or on the download page or whatever is not a valid reason to say that this is obviously fake. Oh, they're admitting it's fake, but no, they're not. They're trying to cover their ass and protect themselves from litigation. That's all they're doing. Carry on.
So I just had a really weird paranormal thought. I was watching a compilation video on YouTube, and a guy apparently saw what they're going to speculate he thinks was the ghost of a nun. Nun ghosts would be really pissed off, wouldn't they? I mean, think about it. Think about it for a minute. Can you imagine dedicating your entire life to God? You never got married, you never had children, and many instances you were probably cloistered, cut off from the entire world. You couldn't travel, you couldn't, do a lot of normal things that people did because you decided to dedicate your entire life to God. And then when you died, your soul was trapped in your convent instead of going to paradise. You'd be pissed off too. I don't think I would want to run into a nun ghost because they would be mad as hell. And rightfully so. Damn.